she is, boys.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue working on our 2013 Nissan GTR that we previously fixed from a little minor accident, but it is 100% complete other than a little bit of buffing. But right now it is time to do some modifications. We got some brakes and rotors from Concept Z Performance, which is much needed for this Nissan GTR. Also, we got some coilovers from Coilover Depot that's going to give a nice stance to this GTR once we throw our new wheels and our brand new Toyo tires on there. So right now we're going to get started. Actually start with removing all the brakes and rotors from this car, and maybe it'll be a lot easier to get to these coilovers. So let's go ahead, get started, and go from there. Alright, so we finally removed this shock. It was pretty difficult. We had to remove a bunch of stuff, but we did manage to bust a boot on the axle shaft, which sucks. I think we just pulled it a little too hard, but this stuff the rubber boot is kind of dry rotted, so it cracked really easily. It's leaking in there actually right now. So right now we're probably going to go up under there, remove one of those plastic trays, and try to get this axle shaft off. So the axle shaft is finally out, and it just got a big old hole in it. And the reason why it ripped so easy is because this stuff is like dry rot. It's almost like plastic, like a hard plastic. So we're probably gonna go ahead and start disassembling this thing, see if we can take it apart, because we did call the dealership. They were asking like $1,200 for an axle to come in on Friday. And we called our local parts store for $100-something. You can get one of these, and it'll actually be delivered a lot sooner, like 3 days sooner. But we need this today because we want to finish 100% complete our suspension and get this thing on the road. So we're gonna try to actually replace this rubber boot. We did call some parts stores, and they actually have some rubber boots in stock. So we're gonna go ahead and let's try to disassemble this thing. I think you just take these little clips out. Maybe it comes apart. Never did this before, but let's take it apart, take our rubber boot to the local parts store, and see if we can find a new boot. Alright guys, so we are back, and we actually found this universal CV axle shaft boot that we're going to try to make work so we can put all this suspension back together. Alright guys, so we finally put that CV axle boot on. Just for now, we did go ahead and order a brand new axle, so it'll be here probably in a week or so. But for right now, we're actually going to go ahead and start installing our brand new coilovers, and let's go ahead and crack that box open and see exactly what they look like.
These are from Coilover Depot, and these should be pretty simple to install. I mean, just remove and replace, right?
Hopefully. Dang, they look pretty good.
Nice and clean, and they're gonna get adjusted to the lowest settings possible, right? We wanna be scraping and making sparks.
Something like that. I wonder how we will adjust these. Maybe later once we put it on, put the car down on the new tires and wheels.
I wonder what this tool is right here. This comes with it.
I think that's to stiffen and harden the rear shocks, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is, yeah, hard and stiff. This is how we're gonna loosen this up. Move them around.
We'll probably end up adjusting them once we mount our wheels and tires on.
Yeah, but for now we're gonna throw these on and then we'll adjust them later. I wonder if you can adjust this whole spring without it moving.
Something like that. We need to figure this out. But let's go ahead and start throwing the first one on, and then I guess we'll figure it out as we go.
Let's do it. All right, so we just threw that brand new coilover on there, and it looks super low because check that out. Look how high this actual hub is sitting. I don't even know if the new wheels were fit. And we did kind of extend this one. Like this is the original one, and this is exactly the same height I extended that one. It's about an inch or two.
Yeah, so we probably have to extend it a little bit more.
I mean, only an inch. Look, let's even measure it from hole to hole. No, it's actually
2.5 inches.
2.5 inches. So we lowered this thing 2.5 inches. That may be way too much, but let's go ahead and crack the box open of one of our new wheels and throw it on here and see how much clearance we have.
Dude, these wheels are gonna look sick. You guys haven't seen them yet, and these are just some eBay wheels, right?
Yeah, some eBay. This is the rear one, 20 by 11. Let's get one of the front.
Yeah, 20 by 9s and then 20 by 11s in the rear. But this thing's gonna be stance, so let's go ahead and crack it open and let us know what you guys think of it. I personally like it, so I think you guys will also.
We're not gonna lower it too much.
Yeah.
Just gonna like about an inch just to make it a nice clean stance because I don't want no rubbing issue whatsoever. But dang, these wheels look so good.
Matte black Rohanas here.
Dang, son.
Those are aluminum, right? They gotta be.
Well, obviously.
Super lightweight. Man, those are gonna look absolutely amazing.
Let's check them
Slap
out.
it on there. I wonder if these will even fit as of right now. You know what I mean?
We don't even know if the wheels
without the tire. Oh, dang, dude, that's gonna look so good. That is good.
Right there.
Shoot, it actually might be good.
Tie rod's in the way.
Is it?
Yeah, because we pulled it off, but
Dang. We need about a...
no, because then when we sit the car down, you gotta think.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go even lower, so I don't know.
Lower. May have to
raise it up a little bit more.
May have to just go an inch on this, just an inch lower, because the car already like is pretty low on its own, you know, and we're going with 35 thickness, 35 on the thickness, so that's originally the same thickness as the wheels that we have on there, so we may just go an inch, may even go just half an inch, depends. So let's go ahead and lower it back down. We're probably gonna go ahead unscrew this as far as we can. I don't know how much you can unscrew it. Probably pretty far if you can see inside there.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of adjustments here, so we're probably gonna go ahead and adjust all of them equally, and then we're gonna install them all and go from there.
Yep, let's do that. Alright guys, so this front driver's side is complete. Now we're going to go over to the front passenger, put that coilover on, then we're going to move on to the rear. Alright guys, so the front coilovers are on, and now we're moving on to the rear. And to remove the rear shocks, we're actually going to have to remove the entire rear interior, so let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so we located them. They're under some sort of weird sticky tape, or is that soundproofing?
Probably soundproofing, sound dampening, but whatever it is, it's super sticky.
And they're way back here. I didn't think they'd be like all the way up here, but I guess that's just how this GTR is.
Yeah, it's crazy. We thought they were in the trunk until we researched a little bit, and it was actually in the back, and we're like, dang, gotta take a whole entire rear end apart in the inside, but we managed. Wasn't too hard. But let's go ahead and unscrew all these 6 bolts on top of both of these, and then we're gonna move on to the outside.
Alrighty guys, so here it goes. We got all the coilovers on. We threw on all the wheels, and now we're gonna go ahead and slam this sucker down and see how it sits, really.
Yep, this is a moment of truth. I know there's probably gonna be some adjustments, but let's just see how it looks.
Dude, the front looks flush, but the rear looks a little bit taller. I don't know why is that, because we did go a little bit lower in the rear, but we're about to find out.
Oh, too much on the front.
Yeah, the front is way too low. The rear is actually, what do you think of the rear?
Huh?
What do you think of the rear?
Rear probably
It needs to go down a little bit, but the front is way too much.
Hey, we don't know. It may be way lower because this jack.
Oh, you thought it was sitting on the jack, wasn't it?
But this is way too low.
But yeah, we went ahead and tried it out with our stock wheels for now, just
because we are gonna go with a 35 height, so
it's gonna be a little bit more thinner.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be the same. It's 35.
Is that a 35?
Yeah, it's a 35 too.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go thinner, but I guess we're gonna go. Yeah. I guess we're just gonna do 35s all the way around, right?
Well, yeah, we got the 35.
Dude, it's gonna look clean.
But they're gonna be a
dude.
lot wider. The actual wheel itself is flush with the fender, so we can't go that low. So we're definitely gonna have to raise it up. I think probably like another inch.
Half an inch or an inch? Whole entire inch?
Probably an inch, because
Well,
whenever you hit a bump.
Yeah, we'll probably adjust it once we get our wheels mounted and balanced. That way we could adjust based off of those wheels that are going to be on the car, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But that's probably going to be a wrap for tonight. We got a lot of cleanup to do, and we'll be right back out here tomorrow going to get our wheels and tires mounted, and also
Then we're going to be back, and then we're going to adjust these one more time.
Yes,
and
sir.
set this thing on all fours and hopefully be all good.
yeah, and then we're going to also do the rotors. So
Yeah, rotors last. That should be quick. Hopefully, we thought the coilovers would be quick, but it took all day. So we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Alright, so it is the next day. Now we're gonna grab our wheels and tires, put them in the back of the truck, head to the tire shop, and get them suckers mounted. Alright, so we are here at Good to Go, and we should be ready to go ourselves. I think we're gonna go ahead and mount and balance them probably ourselves. Just to speed things up. If they're busy, we may get some help. But let's go ahead and see what these suckers look like with tires on them.
Let's do it, man.
And also, I think we may get some
New wheel sensors.
new wheel sensors, because the ones on our GTR are in the stock wheels, and that's just a lot of work taking those apart.
And I don't think some of them work because the tire pressure light is on, so they may be bad or the battery may be dead. So let's go ahead and put some new ones in and throw our brand new wheels and tires together and then take them back to the house.
right, so we got all 4 tires mounted and balanced. Now let's head back to the house and mount these suckers.
All right, so we got the fronts on, they're adjusted. Also, we threw on the rears and also adjusted them a little bit. So now we're gonna drop this sucker down.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it down and see if everything it matches up. And ooh,
Dang.
that looks good, dude.
Rear can go a little bit lower.
Yeah, a little bit lower on the rear.
But the front may be perfect. Look at that.
Dude, that looks good, man.
Dude.
That looks really
The
good.
front is like perfect.
Oh yeah.
The front is like perfect. Now we need to get the rear just a little bit lower, right? So it's tucked in there. That one's like perfectly tucked. Or what do you think? What do you think?
There's 2 fingers here. I like 2 fingers. 2 fingers is pretty
You
good.
like 2 fingers?
Yeah, this is about 2.5, so.
Yeah, that's about right. No, the rear definitely needs to go down a little bit, so.
The
You
rear
wanna
needs
drop
to
it?
go down a little bit, and I think we need to raise the front just a hair.
Dude,
Just
I think
a
the
hair.
front's perfect though.
You think?
Yeah.
That's so low to the ground.
Oh, you're talking about the lip?
But, I mean, shoot, we may just run it like
Dude, that looks clean. It's not that low. Look at that. About 4 inches there.
about a hand.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and readjust the rear and then we'll decide if we want to do the front later.
Yep, let's do it.
Alrighty guys, so we got the coilovers adjusted properly to where we like it. It looks absolutely amazing. I think the fitment is perfect and the stance is perfect as well. Right now we're actually gonna go ahead and pop them off one more time and install our brand new brakes and rotors.
All right, so we just took off our first rotor and brake pads off the GTR, and dude, check out the pads. They are really thin. There's almost no life left, and they're actually cracking. That's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
And the main reason why we really need to change the rotors is because there are actually hairline cracks all over the rotor. As you can tell, where every little hole is, there's actually a crack. That is really crazy. That is not good for braking, and doesn't really brake as good as it's supposed to right now. So
They're like,
right now,
they're like squishy, you know what I
they're
mean?
like squishy. Like you press it, it doesn't really stop until you really put your foot down on it. But right now we're about to go ahead and swap these hubs out on our new rotors, and this is gonna make it stop a whole lot better. Huge shout out to Concept Z Performance for hooking it up. Let's go ahead and start installing them.
There she is, boys. Looking mighty fine.
All right, guys, so the GTR, all rotors and all wheels and tires are on. This thing is looking really good, especially with the coilovers. Dude, this thing looks way better than it did. And the next step for this thing definitely needs a wash. It's really dirty, but we do have some other mods we want to do to it, like an oil catch can for this thing, because I know it definitely needs it. And then after that, we're gonna do a little bit more few things. But you're probably wondering what we're gonna do next to this thing. Is we're actually gonna sell this thing, put it up on the market, because we got to get rid of some of our builds, because we got new and better builds coming to this channel here really soon. So we're super excited, and sometimes, you know, some builds need to go.
Dude, you gotta let them go. You can't get attached
much to your old build. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I love this thing, but GTR is not like one of the cars that I'd love to keep, you know, all the time.
Viper is a keeper.
Viper is a keeper. Mustang is a keeper.
So don't even ask, guys.
Yeah, don't even ask. Everybody got their own opinions, but you can have this GTR for yourself. This thing is going to be going up on the market here real soon. We'll probably be putting a link in our Instagram if anybody wants to check it out and if you'd like to purchase it.
Serious inquiries only, please. And do you have a number you have in mind? Or
no
right
number
now? Make us an offer?
Yeah, we'll make us an offer. We'll probably do an email. You can email us, see what's up, because I know there's a lot of people out there that just want to message you and not buy anything, but hopefully get this thing sold and move on to bigger and better projects. But right now, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this GTR double take rebuild, because it was really fun doing, especially with all the modifications that we did. This thing is going to run and stop a lot better, and it definitely looks a ton better. But be sure to go follow us on Instagram at goonzquad to get an inside scoop there before YouTube. Also, if you want to support your boys, be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy some merch. And with that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your thoughts down below, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.